Hey folks, Rick here. Okay, I want to spend a few minutes today. Today's going to be a short one because we have just you and me today on this Facebook Live on this lovely Thursday, 1st of June. Happy June 1st. All right, so, I was on a coaching call earlier today and someone said to me, well, it's easier for the agents who've been doing it for a long time because they have a sphere and they have people they can talk to. And that's true. That's true. So if you don't have that, you have to create your own. You got to create your own. There's no easy way. In order to be at a point where you can do most of your business from repeat and referral and your sphere, you have to have a really good sized CRM. It doesn't mean, it's kind of like Facebook. I have friends on Facebook. It doesn't mean we're real friends. It means we're friends and connected on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or TikTok. All right. It just means we're connected and they're seeing me. That's what you need to work on every day. You have to ask yourself, okay, where am I going to get my business from? You can get it from your sphere. You can get it from farming, just listed, just sold. You can get it from expireds, for sale by owners, social media. So my recommendation is you work a little of all of that and you're always expanding. Let's say I'm talking to old expireds from last year. Even though they're not moving now, are they moving in the near future? Statistically, they put their home back on the market before anybody else anyway. So I should add them in. Have a great conversation with them. If they've rented the property, how long is it rented for? If, they're not moving, but maybe they're waiting for the market to get better, what does that mean? Does that mean interest rates? Does that mean appreciation? So load them up in the VAC, Virtual Agent Center. Make sure they're getting a neighborhood report from you, a newsletter. You're building. Now, I've been doing this so long that when I started, I had a 1 through 31 accordion file. And I remember as it was getting thicker and thicker, it was getting more and more exciting because I knew every day when I came in, as part of my prospecting, because I'm a salesperson, right? You're going to keep prospecting forever if you're a salesperson. Part of my prospecting was calling people that I talked to twice, 3 times, 7 times, 9 times, 2 times, and following up with them. Take great notes. So your job is to create. Look at the future business, the business that is in your pipeline is almost the most important because the longer you have, when I say longer, I mean months, definitely less than a year. But when you have them in your CRM and they're getting information from you and you're following up and you're talking to them, by the time the day comes, it's not a matter of who, it's a matter of when, if you do this right? But if you don't have a pipeline and those are the toughest ones. I talked to you this morning at 9, I'm coming out at 11. There's no relationship, there's no rapport. Right? So that's why you have to have a great presentation for those. You should have a great presentation, period. You're in a market where you need a presentation. You're at a company where you have the best brand on the planet and you have an incredible listing presentation inside the Virtual Agent Center. Use it. Okay, so, where are you going to get your business from? And you have to spend time taking listings every day. All right, so I would say, where are you going to get it from? Now you can develop your brand within the brand. That's part of that's your personality. I would recommend use your current picture, people. Current. If I have a picture with hair, it's too old. Okay, so I don't use that. If you can't use it at the DMV, don't put it on your marketing. All right, so I think you're getting the point. A lot of you use old pictures because you should be doing videos and stuff too. Look, when social media first came out, I was one of the biggest holdouts. Okay, but if you're doing business and you're showing people, all those people in your sphere, in your farm, and you're showing them what you're doing all the time, it's almost like having a conversation with people, multiple people a day from these videos. I would recommend you do that. I know people that do most of their business from social media. I wouldn't do that because I like talking to people. I know that my brand, my voice, my presentation, I've studied on how to have quality conversations. Open-ended questions. Finish your sentence on a downswing. Repeat. Approve. Ask the next question. That little pattern right there will make you all kinds of money. And it'll let people know, even more importantly, that you're listening. People, look, your fiduciary responsibility says that your client's number one. When they feel that, they want to work with you. When they feel that you're number one with you, which a lot of them feel that way, they don't want to use you. The day of, I need to be a hammer and a super salesperson. If you listen and offer solutions, you don't have to be a hammer. You don't even have to close that hard. You just have to get people what they want and be on board. And the more you have in your database, the more likely you're going to have more and more business. It's a really simple project, prospect. If you just set it up and you start filling it with people and you follow up and you're consistent and you give them good information, why wouldn't they want to use you? It doesn't even make sense. If they're comfortable with you, they're going to use you and then refer you, right? And repeat and referral business is huge. So, consider which ones are you going to door knock? Are you going to call? What kind of social media campaign are you going to have? Those types of things, and then be super consistent with it. And then I would say the easiest way to break into this is high impact open houses. Get out there, even if it's not your open houses, it's an agent in my office. Okay, great. I am out there talking to people, knocking on doors, giving them good information. Like I said, if you're with us, you have the virtual agent center, you have incredible information that you can pass out. I'd recommend you do that. Okay. And then I would say, if you actually become a little bit more versatile, like understand the personality styles, whether they're a driver, expressive, amiable, okay, or analytical, you'll take it even further. Okay. But start with the basics. Where am I going to get my business from? And I have to have activities that cause me to take listings. Am I going to get out there and talk to people? Am I going to call? Am I going to do a little of everything? What am I going to do to brand myself within the brand? You need to be recognizable. You can create your own following by being consistent, okay? And your own people you're going to follow up with, okay? I would recommend that you learn how to communicate powerfully with people, the little pattern I just mentioned. It's all on my YouTube channel too. And then the easiest way to break in, if you're a little shy and so forth, use high impact open houses. All right? Hopefully this has been helpful. If you need me, guys, call me anytime.